Merhaba arkadaşlar, Aydaki Adam'a hoş geldiniz. Ama bugün Aydaki Adam Man on the Moon şeklinde, çünkü yanımızda bir göçmen var. Hisham Seifo ile beraberiz. Welcome.
Hoş geldin.
I think many of us has never seen a refugee before, so this is the first time I see a Syrian refugee. The first question is, what's going on in Syria?
In Syria.
What happened and why did you come to Turkey?
Everybody know what happens in Syria.
I don't know actually.
There are civil war in part of Syria, fight the other part of Syria.
So there's a civil war, but how long has it been?
From the 2011.
2011. So what happens when there's a civil war in a country? Tell us about it. Can you see it coming? People suddenly start to shoot at each other. What happens?
Nobody know how the war start. But in the first, the revolutions started with peace, without gun. Yani.
So you didn't see it coming?
No. Then after many months, I don't know who start to shoot. Yes.
And you were living in Damascus at the time?
Yes, I was living in Damascus.
Anybody wasn't expecting that, right?
Nobody. A lot of people who go to the demonstrations, they yani pişman oldu yani. Why? Because he doesn't expect this. Yani the situation will be dangerous.
Who are the opposites? I mean, the sides of the civil war.
The people ask for the freedom, like Europe or like
in Turkey.
Yes, Turkey is better than Syria.
Hopefully.
Yes, because they are AK Party and the CHP. I don't know.
The opposition.
Yes, they are the opposition. But in Syria, if you say there are one party control the country. Since I think 1970.
1970. Oh, it's
when the
50 years.
when the Assad
his father.
Yes, his father.
The strange thing is, when there's a possibility of a civil war, there should be some tensions before. There were no such thing, right?
Yes, but in Syria, when the revolution started, many countries come, the intelligence and to change this revolution from normal revolution to Islamic revolution.
I see.
Like America and Qatar and England and many countries. I want to talk about them.
Okay, but I'm on humanistic side of it. I mean,
yes,
it's been 50 years that the same guy or his father were ruling, and then suddenly there's a war.
No, not war. First they say freedom revolution. Then after 2 months or 3 months, shooting started.
And it's been taken over by Islamists, right?
Yes, changed to Islamic after 1 year. And after 1 year, there are small armed people made like...
guerrilla war.
Yes. Islamic, small groups
were fighting.
Yes, for fighting Assad.
But were they fighting in Damascus? I mean,
around Damascus. Sometimes in the
or in rural areas.
I'm trying to remember the history. 2012. There are many Islamic groups start to fight Assad around Damascus and sometimes inside Damascus, and they bombing cars.
From your point of view, you're a citizen in Damascus, any citizen, and there are small wars, right?
Yes.
How did you decide to go out of the country?
In the first, I wouldn't to go out of Syria. I started thinking to go out of Syria in 2015.
Why? What's changed?
In the first of the fighting, it was small. Then big battles
all-out war
around Damascus, and every day the Islamic armed bombing Damascus. And many times the bomb bombed beside me.
It was an all-out war. So what did you think? I mean, you were afraid.
Because I told you, my daughter is in Gelle and I need to care of her. And economic situation is very bad.
During the war?
Yes, during the war. And I decided to go out.
So you are an early bird, right?
Yes. The life in Syria during the war is very difficult.
Was or is?
Before it's not bad. But after the war it's... it's very impossible. Can you
give an example? I mean,
for example, there is no electricity in my city. I am not from Damascus. I'm from middle of Syria, from a city. It's named Salamiye, beside Homs. Salamiye. It's my city is famous with literature and culture and
literature and culture
and art.
And you're an artist, by the way.
Yes,
an artist.
Thank you.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. For example, in my city, electricity come 1 hour and go 5 hours.
Oh, because no electricity, no.
Yes.
Internet, no internet.
And internet very slow. In my home, half megabyte.
Half megawatt.
Very little. Yeah. The water every 2 weeks come one time.
One time?
day, yes. Not one day. You can say 10 hours. And every house has motor. It's motor for check the water from the because very little the water. We say dynamo.
Can you find things to eat? I mean, are the markets open? Were the markets?
Yes, there are. It's not. There are.
It's not a problem.
Yes.
But did you have any money? I mean,
my situation was, you can say, good. My economical or finance.
But you're a musician. You were a musician.
Yeah, I was a musician. I had a computer shop. Yeah.
How come you have money? I mean, there's a war.
When I came to here, I had $5,000 or this
yes,
is
but
only.
there, I mean, when you were there, and you're a musician, and there's a war going on.
Oh no, and in the days of the war, there is no work, there is no music, no nothing.
So you started to spend on your...
Yes. I stayed about 3 years, spend my money.
And then you came to a conclusion.
Yes,
and
I said I sold my house in Damascus and bye Syria.
So you can sell the house, for example.
Yes,
but for a lower price.
In the war, there are some people became
super rich.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens.
Yes.
And why Turkey? I mean, how did you decide to come to Turkey?
Look, I before I came to here, I tried to go to Europe, not from Turkey, not from Turkey.
It's very reasonable.
Yes. I'm saying the truth.
Yeah, you should.
Before I coming to
where in Europe? Germany?
I tried to go to London, to England.
Yeah, that's a better.
Yes.
Did they reject you?
I applied with I talked with the Spanish hospital to accept my daughter for healing her, and I went to the embassy in Beirut. Because
your daughter has a condition, by the way.
Yes.
The viewers are not aware.
Because there is no any embassy in Syria, all of them is closed. I went to Beirut, and they said after 3 or 4 meetings, they said we are sorry, we cannot.
Did they give you a reason?
They said I said I have emails from the hospital. It says okay, we can come. The officer said, okay, but we don't think you will come back to Syria from Spain. That's why. Yeah.
And it was the truth.
Yes, it was the truth.
I would like to ask something. I mean, what about your friends there? I mean, everybody was trying to evade the country, right?
Today, if the Turkish government say stop the visa for the Syrian people, I think in 1 week, 5 million will come to Turkey from Syria. Yes.
So there are people still there.
That's why. Yes. But until now, there
are. So you applied to UK. They said no, right?
Not to UK, to Spain.
Spain. They said no.
Yes. Then there is one way to Turkey. But I decided not to come. I am not coming. To stay in Turkey. I went to the offices of the United States here, Assam, and the human resources.
But now you are stuck here.
Yes.
Me too.
But okay, now I get used here, and I have my work, and I have my relationship. Istanbul is a good city.
How long were you planning to stay in Istanbul, for example?
I don't. Until now, I don't. I'm planning to stay here.
But it's been 6 years.
Yes. I came to here from 6 years ago.
But you were planning to go, for example, from Turkey to Canada or whatever.
Yes.
And it will be a short period here, but it's became.
I thought maybe 3 or 4 months, because I have and my daughter is disabled. I thought they will accept directly,
but they didn't.
No, I think the United Nations, they accepted me, but the Gucci Darcy don't allow me to travel, because I am artist, and I'm sanat jin. My wife, she studied in the college in Syria, and I studied hukuk. When I went to the Yabancı Shobe, they asked me, what did you study? What your wife? What good? You are musician. Good. You are Rassam. Good. Oh. That's why, because look, the Turkish government is, in this case, is a clever government. Why? They choose for
Good
example,
ones.
yes, the people, for example, the doctors, teachers, artists.
So are you telling that Turkish government chooses who to accept?
When I went to next time when to renew my kimlik, what we said in the
Nüfus cüzdanı.
not nüfus in yabancı şube. They took my family with my family to the Göç office. Göç idaresi.
Göç idaresi.
Evet. I said, why you bring me to here? He said, because you have engelli. No, engelli daughter. Engelli kız. Engelli daughter. Turkish and English. Yani disabled daughter. Oh, okay. He asked me, do you applicate for Canada? Yes. Oh, I became very happy. He said, but not for traveling. He said, he asked me many questions. He said, okay, bye-bye. But I don't know why. I need to go to Canada for my daughter.
Are you still trying? You're still trying to go?
No.
It was before.
There is no way.
They don't accept. I see. So, when you first arrived in Turkey, did you apply before coming? Or?
No, I applied here.
So, you jumped on a plane with your family and you just arrived in Istanbul?
Yes.
And then what happens?
I have here a friend. He is...
but you are on the airport. So, what do you say to the government personnel?
No. When I came to here, I had a friend here. He has a Syrian school. Special Ozel Okul yani.
So you came as a tourist?
Yes, I came as a tourist, and the next day I started to teach resim, izlemek yani. And my wife started to teach Arabic and
I see.
Yes.
So your jobs were ready?
Yes.
But you didn't have working permit. How did you manage to get it?
Where? Here?
Here.
I don't.
They arranged it. I guess.
We arranged before I come to Turkey when we talk by WhatsApp.
So then you tried to go to Canada, Spain.
Yes, and these times I'm working in the school, and I went to many offices and belong to the UN and apply there, and
nothing happened. So why there are two kinds of refugees? One is legal. You are a legal refugee, but there's also people who are just walking in Turkey illegally. So why is that?
The people who live in the Assad region, Assad control in this, he can travel by airplane from the airport. But who lives in the opposition region, he cannot go to the Assad.
You are not?
Yes, and there is no airports in the...
I see.
Yeah.
So when you try to leave the country, for example, Assad's police, do they ask you something?
There are another thing. For example, if I live in Damascus with... in the Assad area, and I am opposition from the opposition.
You are from the opposition?
No.
For example.
If I am from the opposition, I cannot go by airport because the intelligence will catch me.
I see. But how do they know if you are from the opposition?
They know everything.
They know. Millions of people came to Turkey, right?
Maybe 4 million Syrian people in Turkey.
And you know some Syrian people or
here?
Is there a Syrian community now in Turkey, in Istanbul?
I think yes.
And do they support each other?
Not support, maybe support each other with. For example, if I have a restaurant, I need to Syrian workers with me. Support by money, I think no. But the Turkish is better than Syrian in the supporting, really.
I see. That's what I was.
Look, the Turkish government not support us, but maybe Kızılay, what is we say Kızılay. They help Syria, but not they. I think they say the United European Union. They every year pay $3 or $4 million for the Syrian.
To Turkey?
Yes.
So are you happy with the way you are treated in Turkey? In general?
Yes, I'm happy, yes.
Did you see any hostility?
I have many Turkish friends. It's very good with me. Some people say there are many Turkish treat the Syrian people in bad, but I don't see.
You've never seen anything?
No, I never seen.
Did you hear about anyone seeing that kind of...
I'm in Facebook and like this. But my friends, very good.
Can you follow the media in Turkey?
Turkish is difficult for me. Sometimes I follow for listening. Yaklaşık. yaklaşık.
Approximately.
Yani her gün dizileri izliyorum.
Türkçe.
Türk.
Ve anlayabiliyor
like
musun?
mesela Çukur. Mesela Ezel, İsimsizler, Filinta Mustafa. why I watching the Turkish
TV series?
How the kids learn the language from listening.
Hearing and yes.
From listening. Me too. I'm a child in Turkish.
But
language.
in 6 years you haven't learned anything.
No. Okay. I have many Turkish friends, but always we speak in English.
So
that's why.
Another question: if you were accepted to Canada or Spain,
I don't like to go to Spain. I would like to go to Canada or England or Australia.
Anyway, if you were accepted there, would that be better? I mean, are you in a bad position in Turkey?
For my daughter it's better, but for me normal.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it doesn't matter. Turkey, Istanbul is a good city, and I think it's better than Canada. So better than any country.
Can you find work here?
Yes.
Because he is also a painter, yani kendisi bir ressam aynı zamanda. Hem de müzik, you're a musician, you play oud.
Oud ve ney.
Oud ve ney çalıyor. What was your social situation in Syria? I mean, you are upper class as far as I understand, right?
Yes. Yani not middle class. Not
And now here?
Here middle class.
Same. That's good.
Yes.
Because
no, sometimes normal. Yani, this month was good for me because there are many people. Because there are corona, there is no wedding. Doğum yok. Ama şimdi her gün doğum, her gün Syrian people.
So you play music in weddings?
Weddings, evet.
So this is your major income?
But before Corona, I was playing in television, many televisions, Arab television, Syrian television, Misr television, Libya television, Yemen television, TRT, Arab TRT. In Corona time, nothing.
How does it feel to be a refugee?
Now I don't feel myself as refugee.
Yes,
because I pay rent for my home and I work. If you are not from, for example, you are from Adana, you came to here and you take rent a home, house, and pay money and work like you.
But you don't speak the language.
No. Now I speak English with you. But if you start in Turkish and Turkish,
so you can manage in Turkish.
Yes, but we talk many subjects. It's not easy in Turkish to explain. But in the simple life, in dükkan, in the street, and I speak Turkish. Türkçe çok iyi biliyorum ya.
Don't you miss your country?
Yeah, of course.
You miss.
Evet.
And if it was possible, would you go back?
No, I like to go as visitor 2 weeks, 1 month, and come back. Because the life is very, very bad in Syria.
But you know there are some people who are against refugees, right? I mean, in Turkey or all around the world.
Yeah, I know.
So I would like to ask you a question. For example, reverse the situation, and we are in Syria, and I am a refugee, or there are many refugees around, millions of refugees. How would you react? Would you accept them as one of your own?
Wait. Before, the Syrian people is a very, very hospitality people. In the war in Iraq, nobody received the Iraqi people, only Syria. The Palestinians same. The Lebanese, do you remember the war when the Israel attacked Lebanon in 2006? They came to Syria. But we don't make camps for them. We respect them in our houses. The Syrian people is very simple people.
So can you say the same thing for Turkish people?
Yes. How I saw, my friends is very good, Turkish people. My area is good. They treat us very good.
So you have no complaints at all?
No.
That's great. So how come?
But maybe if you meet another Syrian guy or man, maybe say opposite of me.
But you said...
Depend his life. Look, in Syria, the community in Syria is very complicated.
Mixed.
Complicated.
Too many races.
Yani many...
different races.
Many sects, religious. Some people is very religious. Some people is like atheists. There are Alawis, there are Christian, we say Masihi, yani Christiani in Turkey. And there are Kurds, there are Cherkens, there are Armen.
It's like Turkey, actually.
More than Turkey. Yes.
But there's a big debate on social media. I mean, I'm surprised. People are shouting, I mean, we don't want refugees, especially for the Afghan people.
Syrian people don't like Afghan people.
Why?
No, they are, Taliban and, this very Islamic people. And but Syrian, they are Islamic people, but don't like Afghanistan. Yani it's the Muslims in Syria little bit look like Turkish Muslim. Yani. Sufi, like this. Yani. But in Afghanistan, Qaeda or Taliban, I don't know what.
So the war is still going on, but Assad is in power. I mean, he controls the most of the country.
Not the most.
Oh,
maybe more than half. Maybe 70% of the.
So what's going to happen? I mean, do you have any projection or estimation?
I don't care about politics because I'm an artist. I don't care.
No, I'm not asking this politically. I mean, as a human being,
I don't support any.
So does it matter for you? I mean, who wins? It doesn't matter to you.
The people will die from this bad life because there are the America and Europe to pressure economic pressure in Syria. I told you salary between $20 and $30 for the person. It's very little.
Önce konuştuk bunu da. For a müfettiş, for example.
Yes, my friend is müfettiş, finance müfettiş.
Aylık maaşı $30.
His salary $30.
But he can make a living with that. So the economy is in turmoil. So what if the opposition wins? Will there be an Islamic?
I don't like the Islamic government.
If they win, there will be an Islamic.
No, I don't.
So what's their?
America and Russia, they will not accept to Islamic government.
I see.
For Israel, don't accept.
No, it's very complicated.
Yes.
Nobody knows what's going on.
This Islamic opposition in the north of Syria, only for, I don't know for what, but there are a political game. I don't know. I don't care about it.
Okay, let's come to Turkey. I mean, do you have social security here, for example? Can you go to the hospitals?
Yes, I can.
Full social security. Is it provided for all the Syrian refugees or just?
No, that's just who has kimlik.
And how many of them have that? I mean,
I don't know.
As a person.
Ask Gucci Darasi. I don't.
I mean, from your experience.
I have read before maybe there are in Istanbul about 600,000
with identity.
With kimlik, temporary kimlik.
Claim that there are 4 million of them. So
4 million in whole of Turkey. Yes.
So you can find job here. Do you pay taxes, for example? You don't have to answer that.
No. I'm a musician. I don't. For example, I don't have مثلا دكان. I have friends here. They have دكان market. They pay every رخصت.
So they're just the regular Turkish citizens.
And they have work permission, we say izin or like this. I don't know.
So how can you define your happiness in Turkey on a scale of 0
to
10 and 10?
In Istanbul. You can say 8.
That's great. What would be in Syria, for example? If you were still in Syria?
Under 0.
What would be in Canada, for example?
I don't know. I don't know. When I go there, I will see.
Are you still applying to go there?
No. I applied one time. Okay. I don't need to.
I see. And your visa here is indefinite. So it can be cancelled. Are you afraid of that? Or is it your basic right? I mean, are you a citizen or not?
Here? I'm not citizen.
But you have the permit.
I'm Syrian refugee.
And you have the permits and they are indefinite. I mean, there's no time limit, right?
Yes, there isn't time. Maybe tomorrow they say, Syrian goodbye.
When they see you on your...
No, I don't think so. Because, look, now, frankly, the Turkish government now, it's good with Syrian.
Maybe it's not good with his own people.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. This is...
You know Kılıçdaroğlu, CHP, the opposition party?
Here in CHP?
CHP,
I know.
Kılıçdaroğlu said in Twitter, I will send those people back to their country. Did you hear about it?
Yes, it's not good. No. Forget. I'm not Syrian. I'm Turkish. I don't accept this. The Syrian people is insanlar. Not.
We are all people.
Yes, we are.
But you can see why he says that, right?
Why?
To gain political advantage.
I don't care. But look, there are international laws. From protecting the refugees. Protect the refugee anywhere. He cannot do anything for us.
Yeah, I know. But something I would like to ask, and it's important. Can you see that it's a burden for a country like Turkey to get millions of refugees? I mean, isn't it too much?
Now it's too much for Turkey. They came from Afghanistan or from Iran, from Iraq, or from Syria now. It's difficult for Turkey.
Yeah, that's why he says that.
Yes, yes.
He's a good guy actually, but...
Okay. No, I don't know. I don't know him. Yes, I understand.
By the way, Europe doesn't want any of refugees. I mean, for example, Austrian government leader said they should better stay in Turkey. They for Afghan people. Yeah. They shouldn't come to Europe because they
said only Afghan.
Yes.
Why not Syrian, not Iraqi, not any?
Probably he's right. I mean, as you said, Afghan people.
Yes.
Maybe they are. I mean, I never seen.
They need maybe 50 or the next generation of the Afghan maybe will be good in Europe. But they came from the Islamic community and very extremely. It's very dangerous for.
Have you ever been to Europe before?
No.
Ah, this is your first time in
Turkey.
Out of the country.
No, I came to many countries, but not to Arab countries. For Lebanon, many times to Jordan, for example.
So why didn't you choose to go closer country, for example, Jordan or etc.?
Because my job in music, I make music parties, or especially in Lebanon.
But most of the Syrian refugees prefer to come to Turkey. Why is that? I mean,
you said after the war, the government in, for example, Saudi Arabia, Arab Emirate, Kuwait, they don't accept Syrian refugees. I don't know why.
They don't accept.
And they have a lot of money. I don't know why.
But
maybe there are agreements between Europe and America and Russia and Turkey don't allow to Syrian people to go to Arab country. Maybe
there is one more issue. Some of the Syrian refugees try to go to Greece by sea illegally. Why are they trying to do something such a dangerous thing?
This is maybe.
I mean, is it too hard to live in
only this way? There is no way. Another way. There is another way to Greece.
Yes, but they don't prefer to stay in Turkey. They always want to go to Europe. Is it too hard to stay in Turkey?
Not all for this is very little people. Yes. But now the Syrian community now they have everything. They have restaurants and market and factories. In Syria, there are many rich people came to Turkey and they opened their projects. And the Syrian people is very good in work. Çalışkan.
Can I get an assistant? A Syrian? Are there anyone looking for a job? Because they are Turkish and.
I have a friend, he has a restaurant here, he has Turkish and Syrian workers there.
Assistants and workers.
Assistants, yes. Because the Turkish government said if you want, you have to çalıştır, Turkish people. And there are many Syrian too, vatandaşlık, citizenship.
Are you planning to get citizenship?
I don't care.
It's not important.
No, not important for me.
And your wife, what is she doing?
She is teacher now.
She's working at school.
Another school. The last school is closed.
And she teaches what?
She teaches Arabic and now she teaches Turkish for Syrian.
Does she speak better than you?
She too B2 level.
One last question. Before coming to Turkey, how were you seeing Turkey and what has changed after you arrived?
When I came to Istanbul,
were you surprised?
No, I don't surprise. A lot of Syrian people was coming to Turkey for tourists. Turkey is a very beautiful country. When I came to Istanbul and start to get used to live here in Istanbul, I said, keşke I came to here 20 years ago. Really.
Can you give us an example about Turkish people? I mean, are there things that you are surprised about Turkish people? Is it hard to work with them? Or?
Turkish people is karışık. Some people it's very nervous. Some people is like you, it's very
sweet.
I say sakin nazik.
All kinds of people, every community.
Yes, like every community. Yes.
Is it similar to Syrian people? Do you feel, for example, in Europe, you don't feel secure or safe because they are cold and distant? I mean, because it's a materialistic community.
Yeah, they are similar between Turkish and Syrian people, but Syrian people, different culture. But they are here in Istanbul, some places you feel in Europe. For example, last night I was in Cihangir. I felt I am in Italy, in Roma. Really?
Yes.
When you go to somewhere in Fatih, you feel yourself in Iran.
You don't have the same thing in Syria?
Same thing, because in Damascus there are Christian, there are Armenian people, there are Cherkess, but here more than Syria. Syria.
I see.
Because it's very close to Europe, maybe. Maybe in the history, if Istanbul was with Byzance, you understand. And maybe from 50 or 70 years ago, there are a lot of Greek people was here,
Yes.
and Jewish people and the Christian people, and I have read about what happened in Balata.
At the moment, you're a minority, for example, just in order to fantasize. I mean, if it becomes a big community, would you like to have more rights and become a majority, for example? I mean, in 100 years, can we call Istanbul Syria, for example? I mean, it's a stupid question, but I have to ask because...
And because they are Syrian here?
I mean, it's dynamic now. If too many Syrians come here and Turks, for example, go to Europe, it becomes something else.
I don't think that.
So there's no way it will become a majority.
Don't think about that.
But in Germany that happened, as you know. Turkish people went to Germany in 70s because they asked for help. And now in Berlin, for example, there are millions of Turks. And in some areas are Turkey. I mean, when you go...
Like here, for example, in Fatih, there are, do you know Malta Çarşı?
It's Syria.
It's Damascus.
It's Damascus.
Many Syrian restaurants and very kalabalık.
But it's a good thing,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Don't you think it's a good
Not
thing?
for me.
Okay, I don't know.
Why?
Here is Turkey.
But all of the people there...
I want to see Turkish tables.
We have a racist for you. What do you mean?
I'm sorry for that. But yani ben Türkiye'de zorundayım yani geldim yani.
Ya sen öyle mi düşünüyorsun?
Hayır.
Türkçe söyle, herif yanlış anlayacak, şimdi rezil olacağız.
Senin hakkında düşünmüyorum.
Tamam anladım.
You're very...
Don't take it personal.
I know what he said. We talk about the community, مثلا community inside community. Like the Turkish people in Germany, Berlin, for example.
Don't you think there are cultural differences between your country and Turkey?
For example, in Syria, there are area, all of the majority of the people
Kurdish.
Yes, inside Damascus. Normal.
And to that question, I mean, are there cultural differences between Syrian people and Turkish people?
No, it's very similar.
For example, I don't feel so secure near the Syrian youngs.
Why? Do they attack you?
No.
Not yet, but I don't think they used to see women like this or like that.
Okay, look. In Syria, I understand. In Syria, there are many cultures like Turkey. For example, if you go with short clothes to Çarşamba, do you know Çarşamba in Fatih? Yes. Everybody, all of the women.
That's why I don't go there.
Yes, but
these people look the Syrian.
There is no such thing as Syrian. That's the problem.
Yes. The Syrian people, they are.
There are good people, and
yes. No. Who can say good then? They are Islamic people and there are normal people. Same yani. So I am normal from the normal people.
I was gonna ask that, but it's a little bit philosophical maybe. What does it mean to be a Syrian?
But don't afraid yani. The Syrian people may be looking strange, but they don't make anything. Yani bilakis. Maybe some people don't look. I know them yani.
So it's a little bit philosophical, but what does it mean to be a Syrian? Because it's nationalism. What they are talking about is nationalism.
Yes, I don't understand. Yes.
So,
like Turkish people.
What defines a country? What defines Syria?
Syria, in the history before the Islamic conquest, the most of the people, or majority of the people, was Christian and Jewish. But most of them Christian. Until now, there are many Christians.
They are not Arabic, by the way.
Syrian people not Arabic, but after Islamic conquest they forced the people to speak Arabic, and now in the politics we are Arab. Yes, but look, if I go to, for example, to Saudi Arabia, there are different, very different.
But now you are being racist, you know that?
No, I'm not. I am a human. I treat of the people in the human way, humanity.
Burada bir anımı anlatmam lazım. I went to Mauritius. You know Mauritius? There's an island. Anyway, it's close to India. We have our driver. To us, he's an Indian. There is no difference. I mean, he looks exactly like an Indian person. And we were talking, and he said, "Bloody Indians are coming here," and we were surprised. So actually, these things, especially for Syria, Iraq, there's a rumor that they are designed by English. English. I mean, those are not real countries. Is that right?
I'm thinking about my wait. I will talk about that Sora later. When I talked about we are Syrian in origin, not Arab, I think if some people see me from Syria, from Islam, especially Islamic people, they will
misunderstand.
Blame me. Yani.
So my question, is this a real country or is it a design? I mean, what's the difference between Syria and Iraq?
In the past, in the ancient times, Syria and Iraq one country in the past.
That's what I'm talking.
Mesopotamia. Until now, there are in Iraq, there are people who speak Syriac like Syria. Yani Syriac, not Arabic. Do you know the language of Isa? Say Isa, he's Aramaic or Syriac.
Yes.
Same language. Until now, they speak this language. And they pray in the church, yani, the Syriac language. Until now.
Basically, you say the same thing as I say. I mean, it's not a real country.
Syria and Iraq.
They are not separated. I mean, it's just a design by
Yes, of course. From 100 years ago, Syria we had the same nationality, yani, Osmanli.
So when I look at you, you are no different.
I know.
Would you understand that he's not from Turkey?
Nobody says you are Syrian. Why? If I go to Yunan, I know.
Yes, I know. In Syria, are you common Syrian?
Yes.
So it's not Arabic because they look different, for example.
No. In Syria, there are we say ashire. Arab aşireler var. Aşiret. Çok Arab aşiretler var Suriye'de. Hatta Türkiye'de var yani. Urfa'da, Mardin'de.
Bu kızımızın korktukları onlar olabilir o zaman, onu mu diyorsun? So there are bad people in Syria.
But we cannot say about Ashiret bad people. No, not of them. But their habits different of ours.
There are good guys and bad guys.
Until now there are Bedouin. Do you know Bedouin in Syria?
Bedevi.
Say in Turkish Bedouin. Until now we said about them Arab. We say for example, I bought milk from the Arab Ashiret. You are Arab. Why you say about them Arab? For example, you understand?
Yes,
for example, you are from Istanbul. This girl come. She is from Istanbul.
No, she's not from Istanbul.
Tamam. For example,
they are all refugees from all around the country. I collect them. Okay, it was very good to see you. Thank you very much. Can you play your music? Arkadaşlar, Aydaki Adam'da bugün Hisham'la birlikteydik. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Görüşmek üzere. Demeyeceğim.